What's going on, guys? It's Roman again for Stream by doing a little video while I'm walking back to my desk and turn off all the lights in these hallways. I want to turn them on. I get a little weird. My imagination likes to play tricks with me and shadows. But I had a weird topic I was thinking about when I was just like reading my book yesterday, and then just kind of just thinking and doing other things, just kind of living my solo night at work. But it's just about willingness to change. And people's desire to change, and how able are people actually really to do that, and it's just there's always the will to change, and there's this desire to change. You want to change something about yourself. You want to do something different. You want to take on a new task in your life, and you want to be something else, or be something more, or be something different than what you are now. Tired today, so I'm still exhausted. My workout this morning kicked my butt, but that's a wholly different thing. But back to the topic is it kind of comes down to a little bit of trust and a little bit of just openness and awareness about different things. But to really be changing, it's not about what you do to yourself and what you do to change yourself, but it's also about letting down your mental barriers, your walls, you got to make yourself vulnerable. You're like clay, so every time something happens in life or you experience something different, it molds you just slightly. So when people start changing themselves, they only like things certain ways. Or what is it? What they call them, hipsters or whatever. They only know what they don't like. They have no idea what they do like. So it's just it's basically people putting up these walls, and they think it's cool to do. Or they think that's the only way to be secure, and that's the only way they can't get hurt, and it's just drama ensues from all that. But it's really it's hard to really explain, but to really kind of just let yourself change, or to be able to really embrace change and to really change and actually move forward in life, you got to just tear down all those walls and allow life to really just mold you, to just be vulnerable. I mean, I say that one way, but I say it in many ways. It's just, you got to put yourself out there to be able to be hurt. You got to take the risk. You got to be able to, allow yourself to experience things. And you got to be able to, you got to understand that there's things that you're going to do that you're not going to think, your current morals and standards and rules of your life aren't going to apply to the person that you will become. I won't say one thing or another because I don't really know what other people's situations are. I know what I want to do, and I know the things I have to do it, and I don't want to do them sometimes. It's just, it really hurts. Other things emotionally wise too, just like physical pain is one thing, but emotional pain is another. But it's just things you got to do. You got to basically experience life and let those things beat you down, and allow yourself to just kind of be molded by everything, but not really let it get to you, because if you resist every single thing, you're just going to be, cut up to pieces, as opposed to slowly molded into, who you can be. So that's just another thing about it. I'm just kind of ranting on a little bit, but it's just mental issues and mental things I'm trying to think of, mental visions of how it would look like a big block of clay. It can't be molded unless you take the box from around it. And then from then, things push on it. Does it knock over? Does it fall over? Do you leave holes in it? Or is all the pushing finally grabbing and molding it into shape? I mean, just think of that as your life, is that if you're constantly just resisting all the time, you're constantly being unable, you're unwilling to be molded, you just become a lumpy sum of clay on the ground, or just leftovers in the box to get thrown away. But you can just be molded by it. I mean, it might be firm sometimes. You might have to be completely on a throwing wheel situation. Is that you might have to completely crush the piece that you're working on and still reuse the clay for another piece, because all that molding ended up putting too much force, and then it's still there. You're still there. So that just means you have to be reused as something else. It just means they have to rebuild bugs. But just mental visions of what could be and what is in life. A lot of different crazy ideas going on in my head right now. But I'll leave that there. But you just get up, get out, and do something. I mean, be open. Don't always look down on things, because your preconceived notions of things are no use when you're trying to change yourself. Just imagine yourself as a child the first time seeing the world, because with that, you're not spoiled by all the things of your past to focus. Like, you're not narrow-minded as an adult. You're open. You see things new. You experience things. Get on the grass and start looking through the dirt and just look at it. I mean, we just see grass these days. We don't ever see what's underneath. We don't ever see the bugs. We don't see anything. We just see grass. We never get close. So experience things as a child, and I don't know, just leave it there. Follow me at strengthbydoing.com, facebook.com/strengthbydoing, and Twitter strengthbydoing. Alright guys, take care.